Hey guys, it's Danny, and today I'm going to be doing my August wrap-up. It is August 31st, I am midway through a book, and I doubt I'm going to finish it tonight because I've got a lot of editing to do between this video and the two videos that are probably up before this one. But with that being said, I'm going to jump right into it because I read 9 books this month, and it probably doesn't look like it by my thumbnail, but I think I read like 4 ebooks. So that's why I was holding up my Kindle. So I'm going to show you guys the first book that I read in like the first few days of August, like the first and second days of August, and I was already reading it in July, just never finished it. And then I'm going to get into my booktubeathon wrap-up books, and I'm not going to get into those very much. Mention them again and get through them because I think I read 5 books during that time. So the first book that I did read in August was Landline by Rainbow Rowell. It was so good, and so like it made me laugh a lot, but like at the same time it was kind of really slow paced. I am pretty sure I gave it 5 stars. I still love everything that she writes. Although I didn't like Eleanor and Park as much as everybody else did. I don't know why. Next, I'm just going to name off the 5 books that I did manage to read for booktubeathon, and I'm not going to go too much into them. I'm just going to say their name, the author, and what I gave them as star ratings if I can remember. The first book that I read is Say You Will by Eric Walters, and I'm pretty sure I gave this one 3 stars. And I'm going to show these 2 together because they're part of a series, which is Burn and Dare You Forever by Ellie Juliette Musso, both of which got 5 stars. The other book that I read on my Kindle during the booktubeathon was Never Never Part 2 by Colleen Hoover and Taryn Fisher, and I gave this one 3 stars. Didn't like it as much as the first one. Don't remember why I liked the first one. The last book that I read during the booktubeathon was Beautiful Oblivion by Jamie McGuire. This is the 2nd book in the Maddox Brothers series, which is technically like the 4th book in the Beautiful Disaster series. Absolutely loved and gave it 5 stars. That ending though. Go watch my vlogs and you'll see what I really thought and my wrap up about these books, because my vlogs during booktubeathon, I actually went back and watched them the other day just because I wanted to watch them, and my reaction to this, I was like blown away. Just like, I'm out of here. So as you guys probably saw if you watched my vlog part 2 of booktubeathon, at the very end of it I was halfway through Ice Like Fire, but that was not the next book that I finished. The only reason why I didn't finish Ice Like Fire first was because the book that came out while I was reading it is the novella to the Beautiful Disaster series about Shepley in America, which is Something Beautiful by Jamie McGuire. This novella, oh my god, it is probably my #1 novella read of this year because I've only read a couple, but like this is probably #2 on my list of things that I've read this year in general. Book, novella, ebook, otherwise. I stayed up until like 3 o'clock in the morning on the 18th reading it because it came out at like 1 and then it took me like 3 hours to read. So actually I stayed up until like 4 or 5. I remember the sun was coming out of my windows by the time I finished it and I was crying. So if you couldn't guess, I gave it 5 stars. But here's a warning for you. If you have not read at least up to Beautiful Redemption, don't read this novella until you finish Beautiful Redemption because it kind of gave me some spoilers about Beautiful Redemption and kind of some spoilers about the 2 books after that. But like it's supposed to come, it's 2.5 of the Maddox Brothers series, so it's technically supposed to come after Beautiful Redemption, but I was too excited to wait, so just a heads up. After that, I did finish Ice Like Fire by Sarah Brash, which is the 2nd book in the Snow Like Ashes series. I don't even know how to put into words how much I love this book. I'm going to insert a Snapchat video that I posted to my story.
What do I do now? It's over.
I was crying by the end of it and I'm like, what do I do? It's over. And the book isn't even out yet, and the 2nd book doesn't come out until fall of 2016. I think I'm gonna have like a meltdown before the next book comes out because I need the next book now. I need it now. I have to admit that a lot of this book was traveling stuff, and that doesn't give away spoilers, but there was a lot of traveling in this book. I found that the middle was kind of like sluggish, but like it was world building stuff, so I mean it was okay. And I'm going to be doing a full-fledged actual review, which kind of contains spoilers for the first book, so if you haven't read the first book, then I would not watch this second book's review when it's up. But if you have read Snow Like Ashes and you are excited for this to come out October 15th, then definitely check out my review. I will be filming that within the next week, and it should be up closer towards the middle of September because I don't want to post it too early. And the last official book that I finished in August is On the Fence by Casey West. This is her second book, I think, and it was really cool because you got to see glimpses of people from the distance between us in here as well. I think I gave this book 4 stars. By the way, I gave Eyes Like Fire 5 stars if you couldn't already guess, and if I didn't already mention that. But with this book, I had some issues, and it actually led me to start writing up notes about a discussion video that I want to do about stereotyping in books. So that should be coming eventually once I'm done writing up my notes and I'm not frustrated about it anymore. But this book follows a lot of, like, it doesn't have stereotyping specifically in it. It doesn't focus on stereotyping, but like it gave me the vibe of stereotyping and I didn't like it as much as I wanted to. I'm pretty sure I only gave this 4 stars or 3.5 stars. And I did write a review about it on Goodreads, so I'll link that down below if you want to read it. And I figured I'd throw this in here because at the end of the month I'm always usually halfway through a book anyway, so I figured I would add this one in here. The book that I am currently reading and will probably be finishing within the next day or so is Beautiful Redemption by Jamie McGuire. I seem to be on a kick where I just want to keep reading from this series, so I'm gonna finish this one, then I'm gonna get the next one, then I'm gonna cry until the next one comes out after that, and then cry because the series is over after that. I'm only 3 chapters in, technically starting chapter 4. Chapter 4, see, there you go, chapter 4. And already a lot of shit has gone down, so this book is gonna be good, I can sense it. If you guys have seen my last video, which is obviously up before this one, I'm gonna make sure of it so that you know what my last video is. My last video should be my book haul, in which I mentioned that I'm not going to be doing a September TBR, just because I don't feel like I want to set a certain amount of books to read, and I'm doing really good right now with just kind of doing the in the mood sort of deal, and I like that I didn't have a TBR set for August that I felt like I didn't have to complete sort of deal. The only thing I did have to complete, which I didn't complete, was my TBR Draw Challenge for August, which was read a series finale. The only reason why I didn't do that is because I don't have a series that I'm midway through that either has a finale out, or that I own a series that has a finale out that I haven't read yet, if that makes sense. I don't have any, like, of the ending books on my shelf, so I wasn't able to complete it because of that. So I'm letting it roll over into September. I know that's probably cheating, but you know what? I'm breaking the rules here. I'm letting it roll over into September, and I'm also going to pick a TBR draw pick for September. This is probably way too ambitious of me to do, but you know what? I'm a rebel, and I'm going to take it. Oh, okay. One's attacking me. I didn't drop any. That's good. I'm going to take a chance here and try and complete 2 challenges. There's only 4 left in here, and I'm not going to look. I'm just going to pick. Oh, guys, I'm pouting. I hate this challenge. I don't like classics. I've been avoiding this one. Like, I've been praying that I didn't have to get this one, and now I do. On the bright side, I do know what classic I probably will be reading, because my mom has been planning to get me Catcher in the Rye for a while now. And so if she does happen to get me the Catcher in the Rye this month, which I think she said she was going to, I'll probably end up reading that because it's the only classic on my shelf that I'd consider reading. So hopefully I get Catcher in the Rye this month so that I can complete this challenge, because I don't know what other classic to read. Okay, here's the thing. I hate classics, but I have an app on my Kindle.
The thing that Apple makes, you know, the bigger iPhones, Jesus.
iPads, okay? I have an app on my iPad that has like over 80 classics on it. but I don't think Catcher in the Rye is on there. So really, if I don't get Catcher in the Rye this month, then I will probably read a book off there, and I think I'm going to try Pride and Prejudice again, because I've tried reading that, got a little bit of the way through it, and then I picked up an actual, like, YA book that I was interested in. So now I have to read a classic, as well as read a series finale, but I think I'm going to be able to do this one this month because I'm going to be reading the Just One Day series. So there's my mini TBR. So that is it for this video, you guys. My next video, I have no idea what it's going to be. It's probably going to be a tag, or it might be the discussion video if I get my notes done and my thoughts compiled for that. But whatever my next video is, I will see you guys in that one. Bye!
Thank you for watching my video. Hope that you really enjoyed the show. Hit that subscribe button down below and go and read some books.